on the banks this morning. It's cool temperatures out here. The fog is all over the water here on the river edge here at Deep River Farm. Appreciate you folks tuning in. We got some updates coming on some things. It's going to be a various video, 3 or 4 sections here that we wanted to bring to you this morning. We got some really cool temperatures this morning. It's 49 degrees here, very chilly. The water has finally cleared up here along the river's edge and everything. They come in letting their chickens out, but it is pretty cool this morning. You see the fog on top of the water there. Pretty cool this morning. Here comes old Rudy down. Morning, Rudy. No telling what you'll see here by the farm. It's like about 7 of them over there. Welcome to Deep River Farm, folks. I appreciate you joining me this evening. I wanted you to take a look at my squash right quick. You remember we started these squash in winter sowing inside the poor man's greenhouse known as a milk jug. And then we had another video following that talking about CC Ryder getting us some milk jugs. And then we've had a few pictures and stuff, but I wanted to show you what the benefits of caging these things are. And you can see how these squash are up in the cage. They're off of the ground. They're getting plenty of air through here, air circulation. We have had a few issues of some bugs, and it's not been real bad, so I hadn't done anything for that right yet. We do have one right here. Not sure what that is, but it's doing a little gnawing, I believe, right there. It might be our culprit doing that. But anyway, we did have a little bit of a squash bug issue, or not squash bug, but cucumber beetles, and put a little dust on there and got rid of them. And as you can see right here, we still got a little issue with them. See those small eggs right there? We just need to get rid of them eggs. Mash them up real good. Stay on top of that, you won't have too many problems. And right here's another little batch. Right there, see that? So we'll just mash them on up. And just take care of them right there like that. You won't have too big of an issue. But these are our winter sowing squash here that we've got. And like I said, we've got them caged up. So they're coming up. They're off the ground. And we should be getting squashed by I'd say Friday after Memorial Day maybe. We'll just have to see. Our strawberries We're over 3 gallons now picked. Get that little old sprig of grass out. See how easy that is. We picked over 3 gallons of strawberries, and but look here. Look there, folks. Boy, that's gonna be some good eating right there. Believe I'll just eat it. Captain Hank. And you can see our green beans down through there. They coming right along. Right along. Tomato plants. Now this first 6 or 7 here are heirlooms. These are beefsteaks. And then I've got some hybrids right here. These are celebrities. I don't like to grow them great big tomatoes. I like one that's going to give a whole lot off, and you know, pretty quick. And they're growing real good. They're blooming now. These in the back are my late tomatoes. I'm expecting them to come in August. That's when I'm expecting them. And then we've got our cantaloupe here, and they're doing very well. And we got them caged as well. Try to get them to start running here shortly. And this is going to be our bed for pumpkins right here. And then our cucumbers, as you can see, we've got them trained and started, heading toward the string to start climbing. We just have to kind of stay on top of that a little bit. And see, that one's not quite long enough to get up on the string yet. But these are, and they'll be climbing shortly. I got to get in here and get some of this grass out in between the beds so we don't have an issue with that. That's going to be tomorrow's project. But yeah, we've started getting these things trained and getting them over to the line and getting them started up the line. That way we can stand here and pick them and don't have to try to hunt for them on the ground. So folks, I appreciate you joining me today here on Deep River Farm as we is taking a good view of the garden. Things is moving right along. We watered some yesterday, first time, and we got everything watered real good, and that way if we don't have any rain next few days, we hadn't seen any spraying or anything, so hopefully they'll leave it alone. We're getting our green beans trained to come over here and climb up this trellis and get it started. These are rattlesnake green beans here on this end. And then from this 4-foot box on, it's all half runners. So folks, I appreciate you joining me here on Deep River Farm. I hope everybody has a blessed day. And remember those that gave their all, sacrificed their life for our freedom here in the United States as we observe Memorial Day on Monday. A lot of people are off. Most everything is closed. And but just remember and reflect what these folks did to ensure your freedom in the United States. My wife's grandfather was a sniper in World War II. She had 2 uncles that was in World War II. I had an uncle that was in World War II. And believe it or not, they all came home. And my uncle was a D-Day. He stormed the beaches of Normandy and then fought in a tank all the way to Berlin, got blew up 3 times and was the lone survivor 3 times in 3 different tanks. So he come home and he never talked about anything. And my wife's grandfather, he never spoke of anything about it much. And You know, those guys, they didn't have all this therapy and all that stuff they got now, and they pretty much just tried to block it out of their mind and shelve it and just not talk about it and not be around it and didn't want anything to do with it. And that way they could cope. Well, folks, thanks for joining, and y'all have a blessed day.